Hello everybody, I'm going to give you the severe weather update for the 10th of May, just to let you know what's going around and how much severe weather we're going to expect. I didn't make any outlooks, just mainly radar and current data. So we have currently some flood watches going on in southeastern Texas and southern Louisiana. That's where we had some intense flooding with the storms that passed through the night through that area. We got some flash flood warnings. We got hang on, what is this? I think this is a flash flood warning. Yeah, so this is a flash flood warning. These are flood warnings in yeah, so these are, and they blew the severe weather statement actually. So anyway, so there are flash flood and flood warnings in southeastern Louisiana in this area. And then we got our flood warnings along the Mississippi River back from a couple weeks ago. Now we got one severe thunderstorm watch here in south central Texas, and we got several flood warnings. I think these are flood warnings, or these are either severe weather statements. No, these are severe weather statements. Yeah, so we got severe weather going on there. That's not flood warnings, that's severe weather statements. And the orange is a severe thunderstorm warning. Also in the northeast, they got some severe weather going on here in northern Ohio, northern Pennsylvania, and southwestern New York. And also there's some severe weather going on in Lake Okeechobee in Florida. Now I'm gonna go to the current conditions across the U.S. Now we got low pressure system situated back here over the Rockies. We got a cold front stretching up the eastern U.S. So, but one interesting, these storms are forming behind the front. Now what does that mean? I think they will weaken soon. This area storms will weaken soon, and ahead of the front in this area storms will strengthen, because we got colder air moving in here. We got colder air passing into here. Even though it's not a lot colder, the really cold air will come in here. Will come with this front, but still this will be some cooler air coming in. So I think these storms should be weakening. Also got some showers going on here along a dry line here, but it's mainly high pressure. Then we got a dry line here and another line here. This batch, this was severe weather in the morning, but this is weakened mainly except with this little cell. Otherwise this is weakened, so this is just heavy rain going on in Louisiana. And then showers in here with more severe weather in here. Now I think the main area for severe weather will eventually be coming here, especially by tomorrow, and this will be just isolated severe storms. And speaking about severe weather in the northeast, I'm gonna go to the Storm Prediction Center. So currently, let's take a look at the current convective outlook, and we got 2 areas of slight risk. I forgot to use my method for pick, by the way. So we got one area in western Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia, northwestern Maryland, and extreme eastern Ohio. And I got another area, larger area here. Now, we got tornado risk primarily low for areas. Just the highest would be in southern Texas, but it's still in the 2%. Winds are pretty much low too, but hail threat could be a little bit larger hail threat if you go into portions of south central Texas, especially in extreme south central Texas near the San Angelo area, I think. That's where it could get some larger hail, and also some small hail in here, and here, but main hail spread in Texas. Now I'm gonna go to the day 2 outlook. Now for day 2, we got a lot of sea text over the different areas of the Gulf Coast, and we got a slight risk of portions of the Mid-Atlantic. So if you're in eastern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, and extreme southern Maryland, you could be seeing the best chance for severe storms. But if you're actually, I think personally, well, they say that if you are anywhere from southwestern Massachusetts down in Florida, you could be seeing small hail and strong storms, especially in this yellow area, as well as along the Gulf Coast and in southern Texas. But I personally think that anywhere from Maine down to southern Georgia and the Florida Panhandle and eastern Florida, as well as back down here where you see the sea text, all of this area could be seeing a few strong storms. And then I think there could be possibly a slight risk issued for extreme southern Texas near Corpus Christi or Brownsville. Day 3 outlook got nothing interesting, no severe storms or even strong storms in the forecast, just isolated rumbles of thunder across the west. So now I'm gonna get to the models. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the future radar, by the way, never mind this, the RAP, the future radar for the next 18 hours. So if you look here, you see, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm ready. So you see storms forming in Central Texas, super slow, but they fall apart by the middle of the night. However, if you look into this area, in northeastern Mexico, this would be coming on land. This would be coming into Texas by tomorrow, so this could be producing a few strong storms. And then clearly by tomorrow, you clearly see a lot of storms forming into these areas and some heavier rainfall associated with that. And you see the isolated supercells in here on the coast of Florida and here and there, and here in this area. And then it's pretty interesting how this in the southeast this evolves into a little line in Alabama and Georgia. So this could be pretty interesting too. So you see pretty much from the Smoky Mountains down to Birmingham, you got a little bit of a line forming, and this could be profuse strong storms. I think also back in here, some heavier showers and thunder showers. And then more isolated of nature storms in here, but if you're Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or Connecticut, as well as New Jersey, you could be seeing still some strong storms. And then this would be the cold front. The next cold front, this would be a trough coming in, so some very cold air moving in here. I'll get to that in a moment because it's a short range model. And finally, that's all falls apart in the southeast. So pretty much I don't think it'll be a lot in the southeast. Now I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna get to the GFS. So as you can see here, you get the really big trough, but record breaking, perhaps I can say record breaking for this time of the year. So if you go into here, all this area along the blue line, yeah, that's freezing. So if you get anything north of this line, that'll be freezing. That'll be freezing temperatures. But this is a very strong trough, and I think if you go into this area, it could be staying record-breaking temperatures. Further on, as you get into our A4, still got freezing temperatures in here. Anything above the black line I just drew, freezing temperatures. and potentially record-breaking temperatures for this area still, including starting from parts of New Jersey and Pennsylvania north. They don't count the mountains really because, in the east they don't count the mountains. But I would say that if you go into this area, you could be getting almost freezing temperatures too around the Smokies Mountains and parts of the Blue Ridge Mountains in northern Georgia. And the frost could get down in here. A light frost could get down to here, perhaps right towards Atlanta, a line from Huntsville to Atlanta to Columbia. Now, watching our next system forming, this could be a pretty intense event of severe weather across the Midwest. So if you go from Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, northern Indiana, southern Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania and New York, you could be getting severe weather. And then there's weekends, but reforms again as it goes in the northeast. The northeast. So now you see from Kentucky up to Massachusetts, you could be seeing severe weather. So especially if you're Pennsylvania, southern New York, northwestern Connecticut, and western Massachusetts, you could be seeing severe weather with this, as well as in southern Ohio. But again, this is very far out because this next Friday, so this is very far out. And you see more severe weather forming over West Virginia, and then in northeast Massachusetts, clearly some severe weather in northeastern Massachusetts, and southeastern New Hampshire, clearly some severe weather, but it's also far out, so it could change. And then you see again another severe weather event forming over the plains in 10 days, I think. And I'm gonna take a look at the Euro. It shows an even more intense trough digging in with some light snow, in fact. Hang on a second. Okay, now we go. Oh. What the heck? I don't know. I think I made a mistake. I'll have to open PicPic again. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. So, here it's open. So, you still see the Euro still shows severe weather. Oh wait, I had to turn this back to our 78. So it still shows severe weather. I mean, it still shows a trough here, but the difference is that it shows some of these areas receiving light snow. Now, obviously the mountains you could pick up something like a dusting maybe, but I don't think there'll be more than that. But if you go with the Euro, you could get freezing temperatures in this corridor, a good frost, and in this area the light frost in this area, so that could be intense. And lost that, so quickly gonna go through the severe weather which for next week, but it doesn't show that much severe weather happening, just isolated thunderstorms, not non-severe. But again, later on there could be another event forming, have several systems in that time frame, so you could get overall I think you could get pretty active in terms of severe weather soon. So I will be having more updates out about the warm temperatures coming up next week after this trough passes. I'll make a temperature map, hopefully tomorrow, but I may be busy doing the newsletter. But thank you for watching this video, and I hope you liked it. And I'll post maybe a forecast map later tonight for tomorrow's severe weather threat. Have a good evening. Bye.